Look how big she grown, guys. Look at her. She's a big baby. She just turned 1. Say hi, guys. Hey. Oh. Hey everyone, it's your girl Mona Bisa here, and I am back with another video. And for today's video, I am going to have another girl time, girl chat video. We're gonna go ahead and talk about how we love toxic relationships, and I'm gonna dive deep into that. But if you are new here, welcome. I really hope you learn and enjoy this video. You are welcome to project your opinions under the comments below. Just make sure we all respect each other as a community. And if it is negative, I will delete you and block you, and we're just gonna move on, okay? That's it. I'm here with my wine, okay? But if you are under 21, please be responsible and go ahead and drink cranberry juice, water, anything but alcohol, okay? So we're gonna have a good time, y'all. And I didn't get my nails done, so don't judge me. I'm just chilling, okay? Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and break it down into 3 topics. I'm gonna talk about the influence. I'm gonna talk about things to pay attention to when you're dating, and what we should work on ourselves before we even get into dating. So this is gonna be coming from a woman's perspective. So if you're a man watching this, you're still welcome to watch it. You can just probably learn from a woman's point of view, but it's for my ladies out here who are either stuck in a toxic relationship or they're just really into it, glorified by it, and we just need to recognize, what's right from wrong, okay? All right, so first things first, the influence. So social media is number 1, okay? It kind of speaks for itself. We have all types of things on social media, and social media is a way for us to portray our lifestyle, whether it's fitness or food, anything, and when you're in love, you love to go ahead and portray your partner. So although there are many positives, there are many negatives too. We gotta understand, not everything we see on social media is something that we should follow, because at the end of the day, life is real life. Not everything on social media is real. After social media, it's gonna get into celebrities. With celebrities, we gotta understand that they're not deities, they're not gods, okay? They are humans just like us, okay? We're all humans, and we're not all perfect. We all don't have perfect relationships. There are certain celebrities that can be represented as role models that are positive and do have positive, healthy relationships, at least presented that way. And there are some that don't really care about their image and they just let it all out there. I mean, I could give you an example, but we all know, right? So an example, sorry, my cat's doing something. So an example of a good, healthy relationship, in my opinion, is Sierra and her man. We do know her past with Future, but it's the fact that she's learned from her past relationship and grew from it and has recognized what a healthy, good relationship is. And, her being a very spiritual woman has led her to the right man and a good family. And that's somebody that we should probably should look upon as having a good relationship. I'm not saying she's perfect and she has a perfect relationship, but she is portraying positive and healthy things that a relationship should have, compared to a Blueface and Krishan. They do portray a lot of negative things that a relationship should not have. I don't really know them like that, and even though she has a background of abuse and acknowledging abuse, that really has a big input on how she views love, and that ties into childhood, right? Another influence that glorifies toxic relationships. So, as a child, you do learn and acknowledge a lot of things. There are so many studies that show that toxic parents have a negative effect on children throughout their lifespan. So they'll develop mental health disorders, depression, anxiety, drug and alcohol abuse. If they have experienced that from when they're young, then they have a faulty perception of how love is. If a child does see beat up, and the way they treat their mother, or vice versa, or just an absence of a parent. They're gonna have a different perspective on what love is supposed to be, and that will reflect when they get older. And that's another thing, it usually does start with the parents, but I'm here to tell you now, if you have seen the negatives from your childhood, the negative perspectives on love, you do deserve better. You are worth more, okay? It develops an individual to feel worthless, to have a low self-esteem, and all sorts of negative things. And it could be a lot of trouble for them when they get older. My last thing is music. It also speaks for itself, for today's hip hop and rap music, even R&B. We do glorify toxicity. I know it's all fun and games. Like, don't get me wrong, I love to turn up. I love my Brent Fayez. Don't get me wrong, I love my Lil Durk. I love my rap music, okay, and my R&B. I really do. But at the end of the day, we shouldn't really take that into our lives and really portray it. It's all just music. You gotta understand, like, music is a business, okay? They are portraying these things for a reason. They're portraying drugs, money, jewelry, lifestyle. They're portraying these things for a reason. It shouldn't have to be an influence on us, okay? That's, at the end of the day, we gotta know what's right from wrong. And that's, again, showing that we shouldn't glorify or have these celebrities as role models. As long as we acknowledge what's right from wrong, then, and we still just turn up some music, but don't portray it within our lifestyles, then we should be good. I just want to go back and touch on celebrities real quick. Ladies, I know we see all these different things for celebrities. I know how we see all that stuff and how we want to be like them, but let me tell you, they're not as happy as they look. Money isn't everything. It's all about respect and loyalty when you're in a relationship, okay? These men are out here making them look like fools. There's a reason why Jada left Lil Baby, but if you don't respect yourself, a man won't respect you. If you do not respect yourself, a man won't respect you. If you don't feel like you're worth more, then you're always gonna feel worthless, and you're always gonna feel low, and you're gonna get men that feels the same way, okay? Or you're gonna get men that just take advantage of you, and you do not want that. Second main topic, things to pay attention to when you're dating, okay? So again, this is from a woman's perspective, but I believe that these are like my personal opinions and topics that I believe, these are things that I believe that should be paid attention to when you're dating. But if you have anything more to say, leave it in the comments and we can learn from each other, boo. First dates. First dates are a big thing. So I'm not talking about he coming over to the crib. No. I know we're all grown and stuff, but no, come on now. How are you gonna get to know a person like that? You're already inviting him into your space like that. So when it's a first date, make sure it's at a restaurant, okay? I believe it has to be at a restaurant because you can identify so many things and take that to your advantage to see how this person is, So pay attention to his eyes. Does he wander around for other women? You have a really, really pretty waitress. Does he look at her, flirt with her in a certain way right in front of you on your first date? Is he paying attention to you in a sexualized manner? So is he looking down there instead of up here? Is he actually paying attention to you and trying to get to know you? Second is, did he pay for you and for him? Did he pay for everything? Or is he asking you to split the bill? Okay, if he's asking you to split the bill on the first date, that's a no-no, okay? There's a reason, there's nothing wrong with splitting the bill. But the thing is, if it's on the first date, it's already giving you feminine energy. It's already giving you beta and not alpha energy. And alpha is not gonna worry about paying for everything for you because they already know that they got it. It also shows that they're financially stable, so that's another thing. But if you agree to splitting the bill, then that's on you, sis. I don't know what to tell you. You're allowing him to take advantage of your financial needs. And that's another thing, and that's another issue you're gonna get into, and it's gonna get worse from there on. So, does he tip? I know, like, if there's bad service, of course you probably shouldn't tip. But if there is good service, then it's best for an individual to be tipped, right? It also shows a line of respect. What is his mindset on life and women and anything, you know? Does he call women like females? Like, you know, if they have that type of mindset, I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, but does he have wisdom? Does he have good enough experience to like understand what life is about? Does he have goals? Do you feel something going on? When you are on your first date, it's supposed to be exciting and fun, and you should feel something inside of you. Like, you feel good energy between you guys, and you can tell when something is there. But if it's either one-sided or it's just nothing going on at all, then there's no point in going on a second date, in my opinion. So those are things to look at. Another thing is, are you both spiritual? Are you just spiritual? Is he just spiritual? So if you are a spiritual woman, meaning like you believe in God, then it doesn't really make sense for you to be with a partner who doesn't. And it also doesn't make sense. Let's say if you really love this guy, he has everything, but he's an atheist. You can't really force somebody to turn into something that they don't want to be. He may have his reasons about not believing in God, but that's strictly up to him, and that's his journey to take. But you can maybe have a few influences there, like come to church with me and stuff like that. Usually it's a no, but let's be real, you're gonna have a lot of issues if you are with a partner that does not believe in God. So make sure you guys have both the same beliefs. Does he have a good relationship with his mom? Let me tell you, if they don't have a good relationship with their mom, they're definitely gonna treat you wrong. So definitely looking at that. Does he talk to his mother a certain way? Is he really respectful? You know, that's a really, really big thing, because it really gives them a viewpoint on how they view women. If they don't treat their mom respectfully, then they definitely do not like women. Try to figure out his love language. You don't have to do this on the first date, but like whenever you have the chance, and I know it kind of sounds corny, but understanding your partner's love language can give you an idea of, you know, what their language is. So for example, for me, I'm a words of affirmation. I love words. I love being told I love you. I love being complimented. I love all of that. If you can figure out what your partner is and even what you are, then you can have an idea of what you can do for your partner. Communication. Let me tell you, communication is key regardless. If you guys don't communicate, if you guys are not on the same level, if you guys cannot sit down and have a mutual conversation about the issues you guys have, or just sit down and have a mutual conversation, then it's not for you. I understand that some men have a hard time opening up. You know, it could be due to their past. It's not expected to open up on the first date. There's gonna be a time where it does come, because if you wanna be with this specific person, it is best to know everything about this person. You don't wanna keep secrets. Just as much as you don't wanna have him have secrets, you got to do the same. So opening up, communicating, having a ground level of what you both want, where your boundaries are, really sets the tone in the beginning of the relationship, or at least in the beginning of dating. Lastly, hygiene and the way he dresses. I know I don't have to say this, but hygiene, like, that's like a number one thing. Like, does he stink? If he stink on the first date, no. He gotta smell good. He gotta dress well, because he is being presented. It's like an interview if you think about it. But I'm gonna look the best way I can, so you know what you're getting yourself into. So you gotta do the same thing, right? In terms of dressing well, you just gotta look presentable. Not in terms of like, oh, does he have like a super blingy watch, or, you know, he has like a Louis Vuitton belt. And it doesn't have to be materialistic. But if he's presentable, you know, he has a good shirt on, a suit and tie, depending on the place that you're going to. If he dresses well, then that's another big thing. So those are things to pay attention to when you're dating. My last main topic on toxic relationships, which is kind of off topic in a way, but It is important that even before we get into dating that we get to know ourselves first. So I definitely know from my last relationships that there are certain things that I had to work on myself. It is one thing to let a man know what your needs and wants are, but the way to go about it is really important. We're all grown adults here. We should be able to sit down and have a mutual conversation and understand that, you know, we both have emotions, feelings, and we should be careful on what we say to each other, right? And at the end of the day, again, we're human, we blow up, okay? I definitely blow up. But we gotta understand that it is best to just sit back sometimes, gather our words and thoughts, and just whenever we have the chance to come together and really come to a compromise. So, but before that, just work on what you need to work on with yourself. Do you blow up a lot? Do you have things within your past that you need to work on or probably go to therapy for? You know, do you have some mental health issues? You know, do you have these certain issues that will negatively impact your healthy relationship? Let's say you do get in a relationship and you still have all this baggage. I don't know how you can maintain it, but it's best to at least let your partner know, hey, you know, I've been through some things, and that ties in with communicating and just being open with each other. You know, I've been through this, and this in the past, so this is the way I'm act, but I just want you to know that I'm working on it. I'm gonna give you an example. Like, I have a hard time being vulnerable and opening up. And I've gotten a lot better on it. I've been in a relationship for 3 years so far. But it's always something that I always have a hard time with. I grew up, whenever I had an issue with myself, I just figured out myself. Or whenever I'm down or depressed, I just cry it out and just deal with it myself. But sometimes it could really follow up, like it could really like build up inside of me and then come out in a really ugly way, and it will be projected onto my partner, and that's something that's really toxic and unhealthy. So that is something that I had to work on and notice. And of course, it's not really best to like bring it within a relationship, but at least acknowledging it and working on it is one thing that you can do. But that is a toxic trait that I know that I need to work on and build within myself. Let's say if I'm just single, if I acknowledge this toxic trait, maybe it's best for me to like find out ways to be a little more open, or, you know, not even just open up, but, you know, talk to an individual or figure out a way to cope with the things that I go through without keeping it all inside of me. So before dating, just make sure you acknowledge the toxic traits that you have to work on yourself before you do get into a relationship. You guys, it is your responsibility to be happy. It is not your partner's responsibility to make you happy. It is yours. And what I mean by that is you got to know who you are. You got to know your self-worth, okay? You got to know your loyalty. You got to respect yourself. If you treat yourself with respect and, you know, you understand who you are, your worth is, you're gonna attract the right partner who thinks the same way, and all that happiness and positive energy will just come together naturally, okay? And that comes with acknowledging the baggage that you do have from the past that you do need to work on. And your partner may also have some baggage that, you know, maybe you can be a healer for, but at the end of the day, it is your responsibility to be happy. It is your responsibility to take care of yourself. Ladies, just make sure we work on ourselves. We do the best we can to fix our flaws. And at the end of the day, like, we do have our flaws. Like, it's okay. But the things that are super toxic, you don't want to bring into your healthy relationship. Just make sure you work on that, and things will be so much easier. So that is it for my video. I really hope you guys enjoy it. I feel like I was kind of everywhere, but Those are my opinions on toxic relationships. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys like, comment, and subscribe. I will be posting more. I don't know about consistently, but I'm doing my best. But again, thank you again for watching, and I'll see you next time.